follow me and say, I would say Vande, please say Matram. Vande, Vande, Jai Hind, Jai Hind. Thank you very much. Andarki namaskar. I love question and answer.
Hi, sir. What is your dream for? What is your dream for Andhra Pradesh in the IT sector?
Now, as far as IT is considered, there are two sides of the equation, supply and demand. I'll talk about the supply side, then come to the demand side. As an education minister, my focus is actually to revamp our entire curriculum. I have been challenging my APSHI chairman, my secretary, higher education, that 4 years students are going through a certain grind, but they're still not getting job. But they go to Amirpet in Hyderabad, train for 3 months, they're getting a job. Then what are we actually teaching our kids? So it's important to understand where technology is going to land and actually work on the entire curriculum. So that is something that I'm very passionate about, and that is the change you'll see on the supply side. On the demand side, what you will see in the next 18 months is actually entering into an agreement to bring 10 lakh IT-enabled services and GCC jobs to Andhra Pradesh. So we will be having agreements, and we are hoping that by 2029, majority of them will actually end up being grounded. So for me, I'm excited about both sides of the equation. In terms of technology, AI is here, quantum is coming. So it's important that we inspire next generation to actually look at next generation technology. So this is the vision with which we are actually going to work as a state government.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Very happy there's such an young and dynamic leader with us today to inaugurate our company. So I have a small question for you. How are the initiatives like WhatsApp governance and QR enabled certificates and the real-time governance shaping citizen access to public services?
In terms of Manamitra, which is the WhatsApp governance that I brought in, I believe we just started. Honestly, I think we are at 3 out of 10, and we have a journey ahead of us. My dream, when will I be happy, is when we don't need to go to any government office for any service that we want. That is when I believe that we've brought in true transformation. Today, I'm looking at what are all the permissions required for companies like ECLAT, all the way to a flour mill or a rice mill. What are the kind of permissions they need? How many permissions they need? And how can we actually remove all the bottlenecks? How can we create an enabling environment, a deemed certificate environment in Andhra Pradesh? So honestly, I believe we just started in terms of governance reforms. But definitely, I think over the next 2 years, it will be an amazing journey where I'm hoping that the government should become actually, lack of a better word, not relevant in the day-to-day life of a citizen. And citizens' service delivery should be on your phone via WhatsApp or various other platforms.
Amazing, sir.
Thank you.
So much.
Sir, my question for you is, can you please describe a moment in your political or ministerial career which make you feel proudest moment in your life? Or your biggest achievement so far?
Yeah, tough question. I'm thinking, no one asked me that question till now. In terms of biggest achievement, I think it's yet to come. Honestly, in terms of my political journey, I've just started. I'm not as young as you are, but I'm relatively young for a politician. I'm only 42. I believe I have 40 years of career ahead of me. And in terms of achievements, I think, honestly, I believe that a lot more is in front of me. In terms of a movement that has changed me personally, see, I've grown in a house with a lot of inspiring leaders. From my grandfather to my father to my mother to my father-in-law. All of them have achieved great things in their own career. And, they're extremely hardworking. But one thing that sort of centered me and gave me clarity that I should do more of what I'm doing is when I had the opportunity to meet the Honorable Prime Minister. So I was very lucky to meet the Prime Minister, Modi ji, over dinner for almost 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I understood how fortunate the country is to have a leader like him. And parallelly, it sort of gave me clarity on as young, aspiring next generation leaders what to do. So it's one thing to hear it from your father, your grandfather in the past, or from your father-in-law, but to hear it from a person like the Honorable Prime Minister was truly inspiring. So, and it sort of centered me, got me centered and focused, and gave me clarity that what we're doing is right, but we need to work harder. So ever since that, I've been trying to squeeze in at least good 2 hours extra from my day to actually work for the state and for the nation. Thank you.
sir.
Any questions here?
That's it, sir.
No, wait.
For the last 5 years, so many entrepreneurs are feared to start a company in Andhra Pradesh because of other reasons you know very well. So now anybody wants to start a business or small scale industry in Vijayawada or Andhra Pradesh, can you give me some inspirational words and what are the easy process that our government has brought up into the action for this year for governance?
What we've managed to do is put the past behind us and look forward. Past is always painful. Forward has a lot of hope and opportunities for us to go conquer. So first thing we did is we created the Economic Development Board, which is headed by a very young IAS officer called Saikant Verma. Amazing officer who's done really good groundwork in terms of attracting investments. And TG Bharat, who's the industry minister, is also relatively very young. IT side, I'm there. MSME side, Kontapalli Srinivas, who's also very young minister, is there. Together, we are now supporting Economic Development Board to take each and every proposal. So anyone who's creating even 10 jobs for me is very important. Because SMEs create bulk of the job. 80% of the jobs are created by SMEs. So it's very important as a state we promote them. That is one. Two, we are trying to create SME parks in every constituency. Venkatrao just said 2 years and he wants more. He should wait because other constituencies don't even have SME parks. So our focus is every constituency should have SME parks. We want to promote Telugupreneurs, as I keep saying it, to come, make investments and create homegrown businesses. That is two. Third, if you look at all the incubators in India, they're very IT centric, which is good. But the problem is there are a lot of non-IT companies that are getting ignored. So what we've taken a stand is we're creating Ratan Tata Innovation Hub here in Amravati, and then we are creating nodes in Visakhapatnam, Rajahmundry, in Tirupati and so on and so forth. 5 nodes, and the idea is to create an ecosystem which is backed by industry leaders. So you have Reliance, Adanis of the world, Greenco, who owns this entire facility. So we are asking them to come mentor. It's not just about the money; it's about mentoring them, supporting youngsters like you who have amazing ideas, both tech and not tech. So that is the third thing we offer specifically for MSMEs.
Yeah, it is good to listen everything, sir. So it will be helpful for all the entrepreneurs who want to start a business in the coming years. Thank you so much for your electrifying words.
Thank you.
Big fan of you.
Thank you.
I have one question for you. How do you balance in the work responsibilities and personal life?
I'm balancing work and life. That is a lie. To be honest, work-life balance does get discussed quite a bit. And in my political journey, honestly, I've had to sacrifice my personal life. But honestly, I'm able to do it because I have great support from Brahmi. So, of late, I've been telling Brahmi that 100 days I'll work hard and 3 days I'll take a break to spend time with her. That seems to be the only balance I'll end up getting. See, if you have to achieve great things, you have to sacrifice. If you want to leave a lasting legacy behind, you have to sacrifice. And it's not about you. See, I have chosen this career. I have chosen to be a politician. I have chosen to be an education minister, IT minister, and I want to do what I want to do. But the sacrifice actually happens from Brahmani. And Devansh is having to sacrifice because he doesn't get to see me as his friends see their fathers. But they understand it. Honestly, I think they understand it and they support. And funnily, I should share this with you. One Monday, because I had meetings, I was home and Devansh asked me, "What are you doing here? It's Monday. You should be in office." So it's not just my father who drives me crazy towards office, it's even my son. who's saying 1 hour late, go, time to work. So I've been blessed with great family who are really supporting, my political journey. Thank you. I think I had a last question.
Just want to take.
Last question.
Just want to convey my thanks to.
Come forward. I think the mic is echoing here. Any question?
No question, sir. I just want to convey my thanks to you. I just want to thank our CEO, Mr. Karthik Polsani and Sneha ma'am, and our Vice President, Mohit Srivastava and Shrikant Gurram, for opening a center here. I just want to share one experience, sir. I had an opportunity to work in this industry from past 6 years. Coimbatore, I worked in Chennai, I worked in Mysore, I also worked in Hyderabad. So often, few times I used to get disheartened because I did not have any companies in my native. I used to work very far from my native place to my family. Now I'm so thankful to our CEO sir and ma'am for opening a center here and creating a great opportunity for many youngsters like me. So thank you so much, sir. This all happened because of you and the great leadership of our CM, Chandrababu Naidu garu. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
I'd like to invite our co-founder